The following is a special presentation from ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. 32 teams start the season with the same dream: to get to the Super Bowl.
Say you wanna be a superstar. GBs, that's what we are. From the style, you can't get far. You shot hard and you the ball. You think it's easy being a real GB? In this game, forget it, you can't see me. Like the rappers going to the bring it back.
Look at him go! The 20, the 10, touchdown! ESPN NFL football starts now. I'm Chris Berman. Ahead on ESPN, it's been home of Kansas City football for more than 30 years now. They're set for football in the Truman Sports Complex, and you know where we're going. That venerable Arrowhead Stadium in KC. ESPN has a good one in store for you. San Diego, Kansas City, now! And
well, the fans definitely look pumped up and ready for today's game. Welcome to Arrowhead Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens. Peter O'Keefe is at my side as usual. And Peter, this contest should not disappoint fans of the running game.
Well, you got that right, Dan. We've got two premier backs today, each vying for the spotlight. Priest Holmes is without a doubt one of the very best halfbacks in the NFL. I tell you what, this guy's got great hands for a back, so they're not going to hesitate to send him out on a pass route when the situation calls for it. Warming up across the field is another tremendous football player. LaDainian Tomlinson is without a doubt one of the very best halfbacks in the NFL. His impressive speed enables him to streak past defenders and rack up the yardage. Well, better watch out because both of these guys have a chance to make some big plays today.
Well, all right, Peter, we'll keep our eye on them as the game progresses, but first, the coin toss. Heads it is.
We'll receive.
Morton Anderson kicking off for the Chiefs.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set.
Chiefs football.
Anderson boots the opening kickoff. This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick. The Chargers offense will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Dyson goes in motion. Dyson catches this one, and he's just barely past the markers for a first.
First down, Chargers.
Kevin Dyson faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
First and 10. Ball at the Chargers, 31-yard line.
4 receivers line up as the defense settles into a nickel package.
Breeze rifles this one hard over the middle, and this one is incomplete. Second down, 1 man back.
Receiver, number 22, with the coverage.
No good. Incomplete.
Brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
They allow a little there, but they do force a 4th down.
Way to attack the ball.
Siffrey's lines up for the punt. Siffrey's gets the ball and punts it away. Hall there catches it at the 35. The Chiefs offense takes the field, and they will start at their 36-yard line. Green lobs this one over the middle, and the reception is made for a first and more. Buddy, first down, at the 17. First down.
Tony Gonzalez fought for a few extra yards after making the catch. You know, I like to see that in a player, that drive to get every last ounce out of the play.
A nice run after making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gallops like that.
Morton goes in motion. Holmes will get the carry on first down and maybe picks up 1 on the play. And this is nothing but read and react, Peter, which is what all defenders are taught.
Great concentration to nab one shifty runner, stepping up and doing his job.
Second and 9. Ball at the 17.
Picks up a couple.
Priest Holmes got some help on that one in the form of blocking, but he still couldn't make a play out of it.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face 3rd down.
3rd and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Third down. 7 yards to go.
15.
Keel makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion. It'll be 4th down.
Terrence Keel managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. 4th down, and the field goal unit is on the field. They take the lead.
Seen his kick go almost anywhere because of this win. But he compensated nicely. Didn't have much trouble dividing the uprights for 3.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Anderson rockets this one deep. White decides to take it out of the end zone. Jukes. Dragged down at the 24.
Tim Dwight got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Chargers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 24-yard line. Tomlinson gets the handoff and heads left, tackled at the 28. And that'll do it for
That's the end
quarter
of the
number
first
one.
quarter.
The Chiefs with a small lead, 3-0.
Tomlinson stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down. Breeze throws a bullet to the flat, and the ball is caught at the 28. Pushed out at the 30. Battle will get credited with the tackle on the force out. That will bring up fourth down.
William Battle evicted the ball carrier from the playing field, well, like he owed back rent on it. They got a few yards, but were they worth the pain?
The defense didn't budge on that play, and they force a fourth down. Siffers takes the long snap and punts it away. Hall catches it at the 27. Stopped at the 50.
Dante Hall has a nice return coming up here off this punt. Watch. It's impressive the way he can make the right choices to keep the run back going. You can't coach that.
The Chiefs have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their 50-yard line. Morton goes in motion. Green throws a bullet, and the reception is made past the markers for a first down.
Brent Green makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow. Now that is one confident QB. Well, look at those numbers from last year. That is impressive.
Gains 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
With the tackle. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 31.
Green fires this one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Randall Godfrey came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Hall didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Sammy Davis shadowed the slant route back there and kept the receiver from making the catch. Incomplete pass.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Fourth down, 5 yards to go. Anderson boots it from 48 yards out and can't quite get enough leg behind that one.
Morton Anderson does his best to adjust, but the wind is just too darn powerful. Oh, his field goal attempt goes wide. It's so windy out there that his coach's windbreaker just broke.
The Chargers have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 39-yard line. Tomlinson has his number called on first down and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Greg Westby with the tackle.
Tomlinson, the Chargers take their first time out. Third down, 1 man back. The fastball over the Chargers will take a timeout. That's their second.
Come on, Chiefs, let's play some defense.
I'm all over you, Dwight.
1st and 10. Ball at the 45.
Throws it to the right side, and the reception's made at the 39. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. It'll be 1st and goal.
Oh, what the heck was that?
First down, just a single receiver on the field. Tomlinson takes it for his 5th carry and heads out right. Brought down at the 6.
2nd and goal. Ball at the 6-yard line.
Breeze dumps this one off, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 3.
Jerome Woods was as surprised as anybody to pick that one off, Dan. But when the wind blows it your way, you don't think twice.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Chiefs offense takes the field with the clock at 30. Rips him down in the backfield, and the clock will continue to run.
Adrian Dingle was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up 2nd down. Holmes carries this one off to the right and maybe picks up 1 on the play. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Chiefs with a small lead, 3-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. The Chiefs, no surprise, find themselves in a tight defensive struggle. It's just impossible to gain much yardage out there. Can anybody do it and forge ahead in the second half? We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Tony Gonzalez came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. That set up a 33-yard field goal. The Chiefs get the first points of the game and go up by 3. The Bolts, after a missed field goal, the Chargers already inside field goal range. Jerome Woods was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. And that's where we'll leave this one. Chiefs are holding on to a lead, 3-0. As far as my halftime hero, well, there's really no contest. Kevin Slice and Dyson has played like a man possessed. And now let's return to the second half with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe.
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Chiefs will receive to start the second half, and they currently enjoy a small lead, 3-0. Let's go down to the field. Keating kicks it, and the second half has now started. Hall fields it all the way back at the 8. Tackled at the 29. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. All these numbers point to one thing, Dan. A defensive struggle. They can't get complacent. A single score will change the whole complexion of the game.
Susie Culver is down on the field and has some information for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. Head coach Dick Vermeil talked to me during the half, and he said he was proud of the way the defense had locked down the field so far. On the other hand, he said they've looked a bit sloppy on offense. He really wants them to come out strong and execute well in this half and try to put this game out of reach. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Susie. Holmes gets the toss and gets well past the markers for a first.
I'm going to sack you like a bag of chips, Trey. Single back. Single back.
This one will fall incomplete.
Johnny Morton didn't have anybody on him, and yet he couldn't make the catch.
Number 29 with the coverage. Second and 10. Ball at the Chiefs' 50-yard line.
Green lobs this one over the middle, and the completion is good for 6.
Tony Gonzalez made a fantastic catch in double coverage. Keep getting him the ball, guys.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Look at the yards after the catch. That's a tight end that can rumble.
Richardson goes in motion. Madison catches the hard throw, and they convert on third down.
Brent Green throws into a crowd here and by some miracle gets a completion out of it. I don't know how that happened, Dan. Let's have another look.
There you go. Well, the D had him covered, and they just couldn't get to the ball in time. A perfect pass.
You can't coach that. That kind of pass is instinct.
A nice gain, and they easily convert on third down.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Green just rifles this one, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Kwame Lassiter got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
The defense stood up to that play and shuts down what would be a minimal gain anyway. It'll be second down.
Ball at the 36-yard line.
Holmes barges off right guard and picks up a couple.
Priest Holmes used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Third down, and this is the 7th play of the drive. Green throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception's made at the 37. Hunts him down in the backfield, and that will take them out of field goal range. Fourth down coming up.
Jamar Fletcher was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
And he did a super job of lining up his man and then, pow, taking him down.
That's a great battle down there, Dan. This time, the D won.
Baker takes the snap and punts it away. The Chargers let this one bounce out of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 20-yard line. Breeze throws a bullet here, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Eric Warfield with the deflection.
Drew Brees has found limited success in the passing game so far, Dan, and he just can't seem to get into a rhythm out there. I'd say he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's got 67 yards and 1 interception.
Second down, both tight ends left.
Ball at the Chargers, 20-yard line.
The 16.
Scott Fajita comes in untouched on this play and just wallops the quarterback. And where was the O-line, Dan? Did they just give up? Oh, that quarterback's going to be pointing fingers on that one.
They read that play the whole way, and they force a third and very, very long.
Monstrous D the past few downs for these guys.
Breeze rifles this one hard over the middle, and it gets away from him. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Well, the wind on that last play was a big factor and probably the factor in this incompletion.
Sifries lines up deep in his own territory to punt it away. Sifries gets the snap and punts it away. Hall fields the punt at the 50. Breaks free. Tackled at the 38.
Dante Hall made a puddle jumper of a punt look even punier with that nice run back.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Chiefs with a small lead, 3-0. The Chiefs offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at the 38-yard line.
Check, break, 44. Check, break, 44.
Green fires this one over the middle, and it's caught at the 31. Chiefs hunted down at the 19. It will be first down.
Tony Gonzalez, a great move after the catch. Check it out. Man, he's fun to watch.
A nice run after making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gallops like that. Nice stats there. Great to get that from your tight end.
Holmes picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
Priest Holmes stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Peter, that has to be tough to do. He used his weight to make the stop, and he did it against one of the most evasive players on the field.
You got to guess a direction in that situation, and he guessed right. That's instincts.
Morton goes in motion. Second down. The clock is stopped at 2 minutes. Holmes bulldozes right center. The Chargers take their first time out. Third down with a split backfield.
Ball at the 13.
Holmes takes it off the toss and runs into traffic. Tackle, and the Chargers will take a timeout. That's their second. Holmes loses one on the Chargers. Take a timeout. That's their final one.
Kansas City, come on, let's do it. Get in the end zone.
Second down, goal to go.
Ball at the 8-yard line.
That brings up third down, and it also will take another chunk of time off the clock.
With the tackle.
That's the way to let him have it.
Somebody's
Third and goal.
getting dirty.
Ball at the 8-yard line.
They'll take their sweet time getting this play off, Dan. There's no reason for them to hurry the snap.
Dennison goes in motion. Holmes carries it yet again and takes it upfield. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Lassiter will be credited with the tackle. That will bring up fourth and goal.
Dan, I want to point out something on that last play. Did you notice the job he did in letting the play clock wind all the way down before snapping the ball? That's good clock management.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Anderson from 18 yards, and this one is up and in.
Morton Anderson puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
But that's the second time today they get close only to have to bring in the kicker.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Anderson kicks it off. Chapman fields the kickoff at the 4. Dragged down at the 27.
Jesse Chapman got a very respectable return off that nice kickoff there, Dan.
The Chargers start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 25. Warfield tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Warfield with the deflection.
Nowhere. Oh, yeah, that's the way to stop him.
Second down. The clock is stopped at 21.
Chargers, 27-yard line.
Breeze rifles it out left side, and the catch is made for the first. The clock continues to tick down.
First down, Chargers.
Breeze spikes the ball, and that will stop the clock. Second down. The clock is stopped at 9. Breeze throws a hater, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
Okay, baby. Okay, you don't get nothing.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. No dice, and it falls incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Reese Caldwell ran a short pattern on that last play, but couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Breeze throws a beauty to the right side, and it falls incomplete. They will turn the ball over on down.
Greg Wesley gets a hand on this one. Right there. That's how you play D.
They had the right idea there, going for it, trying to put the ball in the end zone, but they couldn't convert.
It was the right time to roll the dice, Dan, but this time the house wins and they turn it over.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Chiefs come out on top 6-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games Post-Game Show. I'm Chris Berman. The Chiefs stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's start this on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. Priest Holmes is going to take this one to the outside, and once he gets the corner, it's a foot race. This time at the 39. Tony Gonzalez had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. That set up an extra point-like 19-yard field goal, and that's where we'll leave this one. Chiefs squeaked out a win, 6-0. And now it's time to check in with our player of the game, the guy who left it all on the field today. Tony Gonzalez is down on the field with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You really hustled today, and you nosed them out in this nail-biter game. What made the difference for you guys to come out triumphant today?
Frankly, I thought we really performed well on offense. We ran our plays cleanly, and everybody did their part. We managed to rack up yards and points as a result. All in all, it was a pretty good game for us.
Back to you, Chris.
That winds up our broadcast of the NFL preseason on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports for 25 years and counting. I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for joining us. Aloha, I'm Chris Berman, and coming up on ESPN, a guy that's been a fantasy football delight the past few seasons, Sean Alexander, and even 50 touchdowns the past 3 years. He'll be looking for more here. Seattle Seahawks, San Diego Chargers, straight ahead.
Well, the fans are looking for their seats as the teams are down on the field warming up. Welcome to Qualcomm Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens. With me, my colleague, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, this game features a big-time matchup between an elite wide receiver and a defensive back who's one of the best in the league.
That's right, Dan, and you've got to figure they'll be seeing a lot of one another today. Kevin Dyson is a very gifted receiver. He uses his remarkable speed to burn defenders and make big plays. And here on the other side is another top-tier player. Bobby Taylor is a star cornerback. He's very skilled at pass coverage. He's got the ability to stick to his man and just deny him the ball for the whole game. It should be one heck of a matchup. It'll be interesting to see who gets the upper hand.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins. But first, the toss of the coin.
Heads.
Heads it is.
Let's see.
Number 10, kicking off for the
There's
Chargers.
the signal, and we're ready.
It's time for Charger football.
Keating kicks it off to begin the game. Carter catches it back at the 7. Stopped at the 25.
Kerry Carter got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put Munch on the run back.
The Seahawks will start this first play of the drive at their own 25-yard line. Robinson snags the missile, and he picks up 9.
Matt Hasselbeck played the pass perfectly, zeroing in on his man despite the coverage. You know, it's all about accuracy in that situation.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Ball at the Seahawks, 34-yard line.
Alexander will get stopped at the line, and that brings up third down.
Number 53.
Sean Alexander used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there, but they'll get another shot on third and short. Third down, tight end to the left. Alexander gets the ball again and heads wide left. Brought down at the 38. That will bring up first down.
Seahawks.
Sean Alexander got yards by staying so close to his blockers. I think they were sharing each other's aftershaves.
A big gain on third, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble getting the first.
Alexander carries it for a third time in a row and chews up about 4 on the play.
Second and 6. Ball at the Seahawks, 42-yard line.
Lieber blasts him back at the 39.
Ben Lieber keeps his man from getting back to the line. Let's watch. Ow! Oh, that's got to hurt.
And this is nothing but read and react, Peter, which is what all defenders are taught.
Great concentration to nab one shifty runner, stepping up and doing his job.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Hasselbeck throws this on a rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Mark Fletcher came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Well, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Ruin lines up for the punt. Ruin takes the long snap and punts it away. Caldwell takes it at the 17.
Return of 10.
Stopped at the 27.
Reese Caldwell did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Chargers will start this drive at their own 27-yard line. Breeze zips it to the left sideline, and it's intercepted.
Seahawks.
Tackled at the 44.
Bobby Taylor shows why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Seahawks are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 44-yard line. Alexander gets the call on first down and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Sean Alexander used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Second and 8. Ball at the 43.
Hasselbeck puts his arm into this one, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Oh, come on, play some D.
Matt Hasselbeck ambles big time on this play, and it works. Makes it a little more exciting to watch, too. Oh, if he wasn't accurate on this throw, it would have been an interception. It's a real fine line.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
Great execution.
That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game.
Getting high. Get it, come on. Getting high, y'all. Get it, come on. Let's go. Getting high.
grabs the floater right sideline, and that's good for 6.
Illegal forward pass, number 8, offense. 5-yard penalty and loss of down. Second down.
Hasselbeck was past the line of scrimmage on that play, which made the pass irrelevant. That was an illegal forward pass.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game.
32-yard line.
Hasselbeck throws a bullet to the flat, and it's off, incomplete.
Warren Robinson went to the outside on that last play, had some room but couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
If complete, that would have made for a bit shorter third down play, but not much.
Well, maybe even a little shorter. There was some room to run there.
They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Warren Robinson tried to snag that one across the middle, but it doesn't happen.
That seems to be an odd call, Peter. It fell incomplete, but even if they had caught it, they still would have been short of the first down.
I don't like those calls either. Got to get past the markers on those routes.
It'll be 4th down. Ruin gets ready to punt this away. Ruin takes the snap and kicks what will be a short one. The Chargers let it bounce out of bounds at the 1.
Tom Ruin finds the old coffin corner, as they like to say. Heck, I like to say it too. Out of bounds, and that's perfect. Buried them inside the 5-yard line.
The Chargers were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 1-yard line. Tomlinson will get the carry on first down and chews up about 4 on the play.
Second and 6. Ball at the Chargers, 5-yard line. Second and 6. Ball at the Chargers, 5-yard line.
Tomlinson is at the 20. Eventually pushed out of bounds at the 38.
Clipping, number 87, offense. Half the distance to the goal. Repeat, second down.
Tim Dwight just clips his man here. Watch how he does it. Yep, there's the block in the back. You can't do that. That's a clipping penalty.
Second down from the shotgun.
Ball at the Chargers, 3-yard line.
Tomlinson will get the handoff, and he gets past the line. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run.
With the tackle.
Chargers, let's get it first.
Let's finish this series
3rd and 5. Ball at the Chargers, 6-yard line.
Tomlinson gains 3 yards, and that brings up 4th down.
Marcus Trufant made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game. Ziffrey lines up in his own end zone for the punt.
Bobby Ingram to make the return.
Ziffrey gets the ball and punts it away. Ingram fields the punt at the 38. Dragged down at the 39.
Bobby Ingram did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Seahawks could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at the 39-yard line. Hasselbeck unloads this one to the left, and the Seahawks take their first timeout.
First,
check that out. Those last year numbers are solid.
Jackson catches it left sideline, and he picks up 9.
Number 22 with the tackle.
Alexander, the Seahawks will take a timeout. That's their second. Third down, one man down. Didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Alex Bannister had an opportunity to make a huge play here. He's on a fly route streaking down the field, but he couldn't get the ball to make the play. That's a tough break.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Fourth down, 1 yard to go. They take the lead.
Josh Brown has little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
The field goal puts them in the lead, which is where they wanted to be heading into the locker room.
Let's see if they can build on that slight lead in the second half.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Brown kicks this one away. White fields the kickoff at the 2. Brought down at the 26.
Tim Dwight received that nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
The Chargers offense takes the field with the clock at 8. Breeze throws a bullet from flat, and the ball is caught at the 26. Tackled at the 33.
All day.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Seahawks with a small lead, 3-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Okay, Dano, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. The Chargers, no surprise, find themselves in a tight defensive struggle. It's just impossible to gain much yardage out there. Can anybody do it and forge ahead in the second half? We'll start this one off late in the first quarter. Bobby Taylor would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Seahawks ended the first quarter, the ball at the 44. Matt Hasselbeck would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Seahawks late into the second quarter, Matt Hasselbeck connected with his man on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Bolts are waiting for their first score. They're down 3-0. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Corin Robinson has been unstoppable. So that'll do it from here. Let's send you back out now to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Chargers will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 3-0. Now, let's get to the game. Brown boots the second half kickoff away. Chapman fields the second half kickoff at the 7. Tackled at the 31. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, the numbers aren't impressive here, but they can take heart that a single score will change the whole game. They need to put a drive together and make something happen.
Let's go down to Susie Culliver, who has an update for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Mike Holmgren told me during the break that though he's liked their defensive play on the whole, they've been missing too many tackles. He said guys love to make the big hit, and that's okay. The most important thing is to wrap them up and make sure that they bring them down. No doubt about that. Back to you, guys.
Breeze throws a heater right sideline, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more. Neal goes goes in motion. Robinson takes it for his 5th carry and gains about 3 yards.
All right, what have you got? Okay, all right.
Second down, just a single receiver on the field.
39.
Breeze rifles it out left side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Chad Brown.
Chad Brown knocked that pass down. And he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
That'll give us a 3rd down, and the defense was ready for that call.
Well played, and a good job of not giving up the short pass. And bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
Dyson catches the heater left side. Right in. He's looking for room. Finally stopped at the 20. First down.
Kevin Dyson showed why he's such a valuable guy to have downfield.
He makes the catch, but then cuts loose for plenty more.
You can't coach that.
What a big play on 3rd down, Peter. His run after the catch is what made the play work.
Yeah, Dan, you have to fight for those yards in that situation, and that's exactly what he did.
With your head down, look at your face here.
Dwight goes in motion. 32. Breeze rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
28 with
Michael Boulware knocked that pass down, and he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
Second down, 2 tight ends in the game.
20-yard line.
Tomlinson picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Huff with the tackle.
Too slow, Dwight.
3rd and 8.
You need a head start.
Ball at the 19.
Breeze throws a bullet to the flat, and he connects at the 20. Out of bounds at the 16. Lucas will get credited with the tackle on the force out. That will bring up 4th down.
Ken Lucas pushed his man off the field with a great defensive effort back there. They got a few yards, but not the first.
They allow a little there, but they do force a 4th down.
Way to attack the ball.
4th down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Keating kicks it from 33 yards, has it sailed just left of the upright.
Nick Keating should be making these in his sleep, and yet, he finds a way to miss. Boy, that'll deliver a pile driver to your morale.
The Seahawks offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their own 24-yard line. Hasselbeck throws a bullet to the flat, and the ball's loose. Back at the 28.
Dan, this right here is a live ball, and fortunately for the defense, they grab it and gain possession. Heads-up play.
Peter, there are many ways you can start a drive, but a turnover is not one of them.
No, definitely not. That was a big-time play.
Coach Holmgren is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it.
Hey, we want to challenge.
Seattle is challenging whether it was a backward pass.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
And we've got to look at the pass itself and see whether the ball is moving forward or backwards. That will tell us what happens to the call. Oh, if you ask me, that's moving forward and an incomplete pass. I think they'll overrule this one.
The play has been ruled a forward pass and therefore incomplete. Seattle will not be charged a timeout. Second down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along.
We're talking about here.
Second and 10. Ball at the Seahawks, 24-yard line.
Hasselbeck throws the bullet, and it's caught at the 32, and he stopped right there.
That Hasselbeck knows how to spread the ball around, as you can see by this passing chart. He's getting the ball into his receiver's hands and has piled up 56 yards and no touchdowns.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Lassiter tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kwame Lassiter knocked that pass down, and he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
That was a fantastic job by the defense to stop what would have been a first down.
I love to see Big D on 3rd and short situations. 4th down, defenses love to hear that from the refs.
Ruin gets the snap and punts it away. Caldwell fields the deep punt at the 23. Stopped at the 35.
Reese Caldwell returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with a small lead, 3-0.
I'm watching you and I'm watching my back. I made a belly full of you, and as a matter of fact, I don't care what you think and I don't care what you say.
The Chargers had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their 35-yard line. Dyson reels in the football and is well past the markers for a first down.
Kevin Dyson faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
Breeze unloads this to the right sideline, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
All right? You see this right here? All right. Feel this? All right. It hurts. Right there. Just, you're going to be all right, man. You're going to be all right. Let me help him up. Come on. Come on. I need you to get back to us. Come on, let's go. You think I'm going to be all right to play?
First down with a split backfield.
Ball at the 27.
Dyson goes in motion. Caldwell brings down the floater, and he gets the go-ahead touchdown.
Drew Brees lays this one in beautifully. Got to see it one more time.
Right on the money, Peter. He effectively rendered the defense irrelevant by being so accurate.
Yeah, they might as well have been 10 yards away.
Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look?
Well, so far, he's got 121 yards and 1 touchdown.
Here's the point after, and it's good. The signal, and we're ready. Heating kicks it off. Carter catches it back at the 3. Brought down at the 22. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not a ton of action, but they're not out of it yet. Their D is playing strong, and a little offensive rhythm could turn this game around. Kerry Carter got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put Munch on the run back.
The Seahawks stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. Hasselbeck zings it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Joe Wilson swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Ball at the Seahawks, 22-yard line.
No good. Incomplete. Hasselbeck fires this one over the middle, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Oh, God, Chargers, come on, play some team.
First down with the tight end right.
Ball at the Seahawks, 36.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, good job, man. Yeah.
Second down, tight end to the left. Hasselbeck floats it to the right side, and the catch is made, and the clock continues to wind down.
Check down.
3rd and 2. Ball at the Seahawks.
Clarence makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. It'll be 4th down.
Drayton Florence came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Wow, great anticipation of the pass.
Hasselbeck throws a bullet to the flat, and it falls incomplete. They will turn the ball over on down.
Dan, watch this play unfold. These guys are so talented, it's really just amazing to sit back and watch them take care of business. Oh, and I'll tell you what, he takes care of business throughout this play. Makes me want to hit the gym again and maybe, get back down there on the field.
The Chargers offense takes the field, and can they capitalize on the defensive stop? Well, they'll start this drive at the 43-yard line. Rips him down, and the Seahawks take their first timeout. Second down, and they line up with 3 tight ends.
44-yard line.
Gates goes in motion. Tomlinson gets the toss, passes the line. Tackle. The Seahawks will take a timeout. That's their second. Third down. The clock is stopped at 1:27. Takes it across the line. It'll be 4th down. Sifri gets ready to punt this away.
Bobby Ingram to make the return.
Sifri gets the snap and kicks what will be a short one. Ingram fair catches it at the 13. The Seahawks will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:16. It's intercepted. Intercepted at the 18.
Kwame Lassiter took the football back for a little gain after he picked it off. He was hoping for more, but, he'll take it.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that. This game is over. There's no way for the D to stop the clock, and the offense is just going to sit on the ball to win this one.
Loss of 2 yards on the play.
A loss of yards here, but they aren't too concerned about that. They just want to keep that clock moving.
Second and 11. Ball at the 20-yard line.
No sign of hurry from the offense. They're going to take it slow here, Dan. They're concerned with one thing right now, and that's the clock.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Dan, I want to point out something on that last play. Did you notice the job he did in letting the play clock wind all the way down before snapping the ball? That's good clock management.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Chargers come out on top 7-3. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Woohoo! Did it!
Great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games postgame show. I'm Chris Berman. The Chargers stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's start this on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. Kevin Slice and Dyson found a soft spot on the defense and have worked to his advantage. This time at the 28-yard line, Drew Brees would find his target on this one. A 27-yard touchdown for the Chargers. Seahawks losing by 4. The Swami's cousin, Kwame Lassiter, is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Wolves edge out a win 7-3. Now let's check in with our player of the game. A guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Rashay Caldwell is on the field with our Susie Calvert. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You showed your mettle, and you won a close game today. What do you think was the critical factor in getting the W?
Our offense was really in rhythm tonight, moving the ball well and putting points on the board. They were having a tough time stopping us. We just executed, and executed the way we needed to win this game.
Chris, back to you.
That concludes our presentation of the NFL preseason on ESPN, celebrating its 25th anniversary as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. See you next time. Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Up next on ESPN, knee surgery a couple of years ago may have forced Florida State running back Greg Jones' stock to drop a bit. But he's back at 100%, ready to prove everybody wrong. Jacksonville Jaguars, Tennessee Titans. It's go time.
Crowds of tailgaters arriving early this morning. These fans are primed and ready for the game. Hello there, everybody. I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to the Titans Coliseum. Standing beside me is my right-hand man, Mr. Peter O'Keefe. And Peter, we have a whole bunch of good receivers down there.
You're not kidding, Dan. Both of these teams have a receiving core that can spread the field and make big plays. The Jaguars have a group of receivers with a great mix of talent. They make it awfully tough for defensive secondaries because they're just such a well-rounded, talented bunch. The Titans also have a talented cadre of receivers. On any given day, any one of these guys can be the hero, and defenses are really challenged because you just can't focus in on one guy. Both groups should factor heavily in the outcome today, but only one will go home with the W.
Well, all right, Peter, we'll keep our eye on them as the game progresses, but first, the coin toss.
I'll try heads.
Heads it is.
We'll see.
Joe Nedney kicking off for the
ref gets the signal, and we're set.
For Titans football.
Nedney kicks it, and we are underway. Allen fields it all the way back at the 5. Back down at the 25.
David Allen got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put Munch on the run back.
The Jaguars send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 25-yard line. Brady didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Kyle Brady seemed to be the right guy for his quarterback, but he's unable to catch that ball over the middle.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. That's a good call.
That'll bring up second down. Taylor has his number called on second down and picks up a couple. Third down and 5 wide receivers take the field.
Well, Dan, we got an empty backfield, 5 receivers, and the defense is in their dime. Let's watch.
And Chad catches the heater left sideline, and that's not enough. He's short of the markers. Fourth down coming up.
Samari Roll brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
They allow a little there, but they do force a fourth down.
Way to attack the ball.
Hansen lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Hansen takes the snap and pummels this one deep. Mason fields the deep punt at the 23.
Derek Mason, one of those old dogs that can still get it done. 8th-year man out of Michigan State. You think you lose your skills with age? This guy doesn't know how to slow down.
Get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 32-yard line. George picks up about 2, and that brings up second down. Second down from the shotgun.
Ball at the Titans' 34-yard line.
And bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
George gets the ball again and chews up about 4 on the play.
John Henderson with the tackle.
Let's step it up.
3rd and 3. Ball at the Titans' 38-yard line.
Calico goes in motion. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Rashean Mathis shadowed the slant route back there and kept the receiver from making the catch. Incomplete pass.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down.
Make the return.
Hendrick lines up for the punt. Hendrick gets the ball and pummels this one deep. Allen fields it at the 14. Brought down at the 25.
David Allen returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Jaguars stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 25-yard line. Taylor will take the handoff and runs into traffic. Tackled at the 28.
Byron.
2nd and 7. Ball at the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
Leftwich unloads this one to the left, and it's complete at the 44. Eventually tackled at the 48. That will bring up first down.
1st and 10. Ball at the 48-yard line.
Williams goes in motion. Scrimmage.
Keith Bullock was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. Second down, 11 yards to go. Way back at the 45.
Gets to his man in the backfield for a big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection. Let's have a look. You know, Dan, it's all about focus and persistence. He was not going to let that quarterback get that pass off.
Good defense that's forced 2 losses in a row. Didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Tony Beckham closed in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
The defense prevents them from closing the gap and forces the incompletion. Nothing doing on that play, Peter.
Well, they were just trying to get some yards out of it, not necessarily the first.
And now they face a 4th down. Hansen takes the long snap and punts it away. Mason fields the deep punt at the 10. Stopped at the 19.
Derek Mason returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Titans have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their own 19-yard line. Mason goes in motion. George picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
With the tackle. Second and 9. Ball at the Titans, 19-yard line. Second and 9. Ball at the Titans, 19-yard line.
Rips him down in the backfield, and the clock continues to run.
Mike Peterson targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long.
But look at those last year numbers there. That's great production.
Washington tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Dwayne Washington came in and got a
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. We'll have a look at the AFC's leader in catches a year ago with an even 90, talking about the unpredictable Chad Johnson. He's likely to play a big role today. Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers. Now.
These fans have been tailgating for hours, and now they are just moments away from what they've been waiting for. Hello, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to Heinz Field. My good buddy Peter O'Keefe is with us, and Peter, the story of this one has to be the battle at the receiver position.
Well, Dan, when you have 2 great receivers on the field, you know it's going to be exciting.
Hines Ward is one of those guys who excels as a possession receiver. He's not known for his breakaway speed, but he runs clean routes and can catch the football in traffic. Chad Johnson is also a first-rate receiver. He can beat you so many ways. That's what makes him so dangerous. Certainly one of the great players in this league. I'll tell you what, Dan, both these guys have potential to light it up today.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins, but first, the toss of the coin.
Choose heads.
Heads it is.
Let's see.
Jeff Reed kicking off for the Steelers.
There's the signal, and we're ready.
It's time for Steeler football.
Reed boots the opening kickoff.
Kenny Watson took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Bengals get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 24-yard line. Warwick makes a tough catch, and he picks up 9.
Peter Warwick must have been pretty lonely out there on his own, but the quarterback got him the ball to cheer him up a little bit. You know, a gift basket, if you will.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Number 86 goes in motion. Johnson picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up 3rd down.
Kendrell Bell brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
They hold pretty firm there, and they've got to do it again on 3rd and short. 3rd down, just a single receiver on the field. Johnson gets the call again and picks up the 1st down.
Rudy Johnson played it smart back there by following his blockers, and that allowed him to make some good yards.
A nice play, and with only a short distance to the first, they put it together and make it happen.
Yeah, 3rd and short always looks easy, but it's not there. That's good execution.
Johnson gains 3 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
James Ferrier with the tackle. 2nd and 6. Ball at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
At the 34.
Casey Hampton gets to his man in the backfield for a big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection. Let's have a look. You know, Dan, it's all about focus and persistence. He was not going to let that quarterback get that pass off.
They forced that one backwards, and that's going to make this 3rd down that much harder.
Yeah, they also make it easier on themselves by wiping out all of the potential short yardage plays they might face.
3rd and long. Kelly goes in motion. Really rifles this pass, and it's incomplete.
Peter Warwick did not make that completion and would have had some room on the outside had he made it.
3rd and long, they have a chance, but it's incomplete.
Those are the situations where you want someone to step up and make a play.
But no one did, and it will now be 4th down. Richardson lines up for the punt. Richardson takes the snap and punts it away. Randall fields the punt at the 29. Back down at the 39.
Antoine Randall did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Steelers will start this drive at their 39-yard line.
Motion. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Staley chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Second down.
2nd and 6.
6 yards to go.
Ball at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Kreider goes in motion.
Single back.
Staley takes it for a 2nd carry and will gain close to 6.
Deuce Staley stayed with his blockers on that last one, and it paid off big time. You know, Dan, it's always good to have a wingman or two.
A decent play, and they'll now face 3rd and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make 3rd down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. Staley carries it for a 3rd time in a row and heads left. Brought down at the 44. It will be 1st down.
Dan Kreider steps up and shows why the fullback is such a key part of this offense.
That play doesn't happen unless he does his job.
And he delivers. So a little love his way.
Peter, they did what they needed to do, and they squeak it past the 1st down line.
Yeah, he knew what he needed to do, and he done did it.
How eloquently put.
Thank you.
is well past the markers for a first down.
Hines Ward had the football away from 3 defenders in his area. That's got to feel good.
First down from the I. Ward goes in motion. Maddox throws again, and the catch is made at the 12. Brought down hard at the 7. It'll be first and goal.
Plaxico Burress has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
O'Neal tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Delta O'Neal came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Come on, Pittsburgh. Bring it in the end zone.
They're going there. They're going there. I see pass. Swing.
4 receivers line up as the defense settles into a nickel package.
Maddox singles it to the right side, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Hines Ward had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
That's his first touchdown of the day.
And I think he's a guy you can count on to make those end zone catches. He sets a high standard for himself, and he usually meets it.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Reed kicks this one away. Roberts catches it back at the 4. Tackled at the 27.
Terrell Roberts was able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
Yeah, thank you. No, don't touch now.
The Bengals had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 27-yard line. Haggins makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Face mask, number 30, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Chad Scott really yanked on that helmet back there, so the personal foul call was a good one. You can't pull someone's face mask like that.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Steelers are out in front, 7-0. First down, 2 tight ends in the game. Johnson goes in motion. Johnson gets past the line and heads upfield. Stopped at the 49.
Rudy Johnson got a little help from his friends on that play, Dan. They gave him the space he needed to make the play. Great blocking up front.
They move the ball, and it will be second down.
2nd and 3. Ball at the Bengals, 49-yard line.
Johnson will get stopped at the line, and that brings up third down.
Number 31 with the tackle. Third and 2. Ball at the Bengals, 49-yard line.
Palmer throws a bullet to the flat, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Chad Scott shut down that pass perfectly. You know, when you're sitting back in a zone like that, what you're trying to do is read the quarterback's eyes to get a jump on the ball.
That was a fantastic job by the defense to stop what would have been a first down.
I love to see Big D on third and short situations. Fourth down, defenses love to hear that from the refs.
Richardson gets the ball and punts it away. Randall L. gets it at the 14. Tackled at the 28.
Antoine Randall L. racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Steelers had an effective first drive, and we'll see if they can keep it up. They'll start at their own 28-yard line. Burris goes in motion. Maddox throws a bullet to the flat, and it falls incomplete.
With the deflection. Second and 10. Ball at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Burris didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Was Torrey James did a beautiful job on that last play covering the post route. That pass never had a chance. Incomplete.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Third down, empty backfield. Maddox rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's
Make the return.
Aloha, I'm Chris Berman, and coming up on ESPN, you can hear the bus start to rumble all the way here in Bristol. The bus, Jerome Bettis, he's in the starting lineup. We'll see how much of a factor he'll be today. Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers. It's game time.
Hey, well, the fans are looking for their seats as the teams are down on the field warming up. Hello, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to Heinz Field. Peter O'Keefe is next to me in the booth, and Peter, we've got a couple of offensive powerhouses down on the field.
No doubt about it, Dan. We could be in for a high-scoring game today. John Kitna is certainly one of the better quarterbacks in this league. His team relies on him to make big plays down the stretch, and 9 times out of 10, he does just that. He's not the only big-time player on that squad, though. Chad Johnson is one of the better receivers in the league. He's one of those players that a defense has to key in on and respect. Otherwise, he's going to make you pay. Deadly combination out there. I'm dying to see how it pans out.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins, but first, the toss of the coin.
Heads.
Heads it is.
We'll see.
Jeff Reed kicking off for the Steelers.
There's the signal, and we're ready.
For Steeler football.
Reed boots the opening kickoff. Roberts downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals get The Bengals will start this first play of the drive at their own 20-yard line. Johnson catches it in the flat and tackled at the 24.
Pass complete.
Rudy Johnson must have been pretty lonely out there on his own, but the quarterback got him the ball to cheer him up a little bit. You know, a gift basket, if you will.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Johnson gets the call on second down and maybe picks up one on the play. Third down, one man back. Pushman Zeta goes in motion. Warwick makes the catch on the right sideline, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Troy Polamalu finally makes the play, but not in time. Let's have another look.
Oh, yeah, gave up a lot of yards before forcing him out of bounds.
The defense just can't contain them in this third down situation and allow the first.
You know, Dan, that's a gut check down. You can't let them run all over you like that.
First and 10. Ball at the Bengals, 47-yard line.
Palmer just rifles this one, and it falls incomplete.
Chad Johnson positioned himself on the outside back there, but the ball didn't position itself in his hands. No catch.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up second down.
Ball at the Bengals, 47-yard line.
Johnson goes in motion. Tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
He's a defensive player that can keep up with anybody. Second-year man out of USC. He has the cover skills, sure, but it's his speed that separates him from the rest.
Third down, empty backfield. Palmer throws a heater right sideline, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Ivan Taylor was with the receiver all the way back there on that deep corner route and interrupted the pass. Incomplete.
The defense forces fourth down, and even if they had completed the pass,
it still would have been short.
Yeah.
You have to run those routes farther in that situation.
Richardson gets ready to punt this away. Richardson takes the snap and punts it away. Randall gets it at the 16. Stopped at the 21.
Antoine Randall got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Steelers get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 21-yard line. Maddox fires this one over the middle, and it's off. Incomplete.
Troy James shadowed the slant route back there and kept the receiver from making the catch. Incomplete pass.
The defense stood up to that play and shuts down what would be a minimal gain anyway. It'll be second down. Second down, two tight ends in the game.
The Steelers, 21-yard line.
Friday goes in motion. Daly takes the handoff and takes it upfield. Right down at the 26.
Deuce Staley played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up third down.
Ball at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Maddox throws this on a rope, and it gets away from him. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Tommy Maddox threw it short on that last one, but the ball didn't find an owner. Incomplete.
Hardocki lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Peter Warwick to make the return.
Hardocki takes the long snap and punts it away. Warwick fields the punt at the 33. Dragged down at the 40.
Clipping, number 25, defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Keywan Rattler draws the flag here for blocking in the back. Let's take another look. Yep, that's clipping for sure. And that was the right call.
The Bengals stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 25-yard line. Johnson picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
Second and 8. Ball at the Bengals' 26-yard line.
Johnson gets the call again and heads out right.
Rudy Johnson is one of those prototypical backs, 5'10", 220, low to the ground, and broad shoulders. He's always ready to hit the holes his blockers make for him.
picks up a yard on the play, and they will move the chains.
First down, Bengals.
Check that out. Those last year numbers are solid.
36-yard line.
Johnson goes right up the middle and maybe picks up one on the play.
Rudy Johnson used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were hoping for more.
Johnson carries it yet again and runs into traffic. Tackled at the 36.
Rudy Johnson got some help on that one in the form of blocking, but he still couldn't make a play out of it.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up. Oh, let's watch this. 5 wide out versus a D that is wisely loaded up on DBs.
Logan tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Mike Logan came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Richardson lines up for the punt. Richardson gets the snap and punts it away. Randall fields it at the 22. Tackled at the 34.
Antoine Randall did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Steelers' offense will start this drive at their 34-yard line.
Check him. Blue 13! Blue 13!
Staley carries it past scrimmage and chews up about 4 on the play.
Second and 7. Ball at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Clemens gets the sack at the 34.
Wayne Clemens gets the sack in the backfield. The quarterback had nowhere to go on this one. Let's watch. Yep, the D shut the offense down on that play. They couldn't do anything.
They forced that one backwards, and that's going to make this third down that much harder.
Yeah, they also make it easier on themselves by wiping out all of the potential short yardage plays they might face.
Third and long.
First quarter.
That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Ward tags the missile, and he will be well short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Terrell Roberts brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
And I'll tell you what, this looks like it wasn't that difficult to tackle, but he had his hands full.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving, Dan. He really had to square himself perfectly to make that play.
Gardocki gets the ball and punts it away. Right down at the 29.
Peter Warwick backed up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Bengals had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 29-yard line. Johnson gets his 7th carry of the game and rambles for about 5.
Number 31 with the tackle.
Second down from the I.
Ball at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
Johnson takes it for his 8th carry and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 53 with the tackle.
Rudy Johnson just hasn't gotten into a groove and isn't finding running room anywhere. This has been tough, and he's struggled to get 17 yards on 8 carries.
Third down.
Johnson picks up 6 on the play, and that will bring up first down.
Bengals.
Rich Graham used every ounce of his big self to do some key blocking on that last play.
Peter, they did what they needed to do, and they squeaked it past the first down line.
Yeah, you got to know where you are on the field at all times. He knew where he needed to get, and he got it.
Palmer zings it to the right side, and it's caught at the 50. Hunted down at the 46. First down. First down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Ball at the 46-yard line.
Johnson will get a carry on first down and will lose about a yard here.
Mark Higgins targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be his 4th tackle of the contest. Palmer puts his arm into this one, and this one is incomplete.
Keep out of range.
Johnson goes in motion. Johnson catches this one, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Carson Palmer throws into a crowd here and by some miracle gets a completion out of it. I don't know how that happened, Dan. Let's have another look.
There you go. Well, the D had him covered. and they just couldn't get to the ball in time. A perfect pass.
You can't coach that. That kind of pass is instinct.
And I'll tell you what, he made that precision route look easy.
Too easy almost. I'll tell you what, Dan, the D can't even hang with him.
Johnson gets the ball and searches for a hole. Higgins tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Mark Higgins targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tackle, and he's starting to fill up the stat book.
He is dominating, Dan. So far, he's got 5 tackles. And bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
Porter makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Joey Porter came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That is their 4th batted ball. I tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Washington goes in motion. Palmer dumps it out left, and it's tipped. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Mike Logan came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
4th down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Graham boots it from 48 yards out and badly misses this one to the right.
Shane Graham is visibly unhappy with himself after missing this long field goal. Watch this. Well, he'll want to redeem himself after that. Question is, will his coach trust him with another long one next time?
The Steelers have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their 39-yard line. Maddox throws a bullet to the flat, and the catch is made for a gain of a couple. Second down, both wideouts to the right.
Ball at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Burris goes in motion. No good.
Incomplete. Hines Ward was the intended receiver. Delta O'Neal with the coverage. Third and 8. Ball at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Maddox throws a heater right sideline, and it's tipped.
Incomplete.
That will bring up 4th down.
Terrell Roberts came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Kardaki gets ready to punt this away. Kardaki gets the snap and punts it away. Warren catches it at the 20. Hammered down at the 31.
Peter Warwick racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Bengals could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their 31-yard line. Johnson carries it for the 12th time and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Number 53 with the tackle.
Second down. 9 yards to go.
32-yard line.
Washington goes in motion. Johnson will get the carry on 2nd down and rambles for about 5.
Rudy Johnson beat his man with a sweet little juke move back there.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's finish this series off strong, team.
Johnson chews up 4 yards, and they convert the 3rd down. The Bengals want to talk it over, and they take their first timeout. First down and 5 wide receivers take the field. Logan picks it away on the coverage, incomplete. That will end the second quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
And we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. A look at our first half numbers now, and the stat that leaps out at you, third down conversion. The Bengals should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Carson Palmer would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. The Bengals midway through the second, this time at the 47. Carson Palmer connected with his man on this one. A 17-yard play that set up a Bengal field goal, but they couldn't connect. And that's where we'll leave this one. Steelers aren't able to get on the board, and it's a scoreless game. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Number 53 has played like a man possessed. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Steelers will have the ball first to start the second half, and maybe we'll finally see a score in this one. Nothing but a couple of goose eggs on the board. Let's get down to the field and the action. Caldwell downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 20-yard line. Staley gets the call on first down and rambles for about 5.
Second and 5. Ball at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Maddox unloads this to the right sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Roger Beckett got himself in prime position to battle away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Third down, one man back.
Ball at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Burst was getting double coverage there, but it wasn't enough to stop him from making the catch.
And Peter, we've talked before about what kind of an impact a big receiver can have on a football game.
That's right, Dan. A lot of people still associate receivers with speed, but right here, height was what did it.
Staley takes it off the toss and passes the line. Breaks free. Stopped at 36.
Deuce Staley played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Staley loses about 3, and that brings up third down.
Kevin Hardy not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his second tackle so far. Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Lips him down in the backfield, and that takes them even farther away from the marker. That will bring up fourth down.
Robert Geathers was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Another good stop by the defense, and that will be 2 losses in a row. Gardocki lines up for the punt. Gardocki takes the snap and punts it away. Warwick fields the punt at the 13. Gets out at the 18.
Peter Warwick didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Bengals send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 18-yard line. Palmer rifles it out left side, and this one is incomplete.
Kelly Washington looked like he had a solid catch there, and yet somehow he found a way to drop it.
That's the third incompletion his way, Peter.
Yeah, and he's starting to look a little frustrated down there, too.
Second down with the tight end right.
Ball at the Bengals' 18-yard line.
Johnson picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up third down.
It's the Saints here, baby. We got to stop it.
Kelly goes in motion. Palmer unports this to the left sideline, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Pass interference, number 43, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Troy
Automatic first down.
Manhandled that receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan, and he rightly got slapped with defensive pass interference.
First and 10. Ball at the Bengals' 33-yard line.
Johnson will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up second down.
With the tackle.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
Ball at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
At the 37.
Let's make a stand here, baby. It's no deal left in the tank.
Scott makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion. It'll be fourth down.
Chad Scott swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Richardson gets ready to punt this away. Richardson gets the ball and punts it away. And takes it at the 27. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Look at how many times they've had to punt it away. You've got to put a few longer drives together to get into the end zone. Antoine Randall didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Steelers had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their 33-yard line. Thornton gets the sack way back at the 27.
John Thornton moved this offense back a few with a great sack in the backfield. You know, that was a great call.
That'll be his first sack of the game.
Second and 15. Ball at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
Maddox passes a high, long one, and it's caught just barely past the markers for a first.
Lee Mays is just crazy good on this play there. He made the catch. Great job.
And Peter, that time, neither of those guys really had a height advantage on the other.
Yeah, and sometimes when you find yourself locked in a matchup like that, it simply becomes a question of who wants the ball more. Advantage offense there.
Burris grabs the fastball over the middle and gets past the markers for a first down.
Plaxico Burris head-to-head on this one with the pass coverage, and the ball is waiting for him downfield. That's a great catch. It's all about being in the right place at the right time, Dan. Perfect execution.
First down with a split backfield. Maddox fires this one over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Lee Mays looked like he had a solid catch there, and yet somehow he found a way to drop it.
That's his first drop of the game, and while every drop does hurt, you can't throw too much blame on him for that one.
That would have been a tough catch.
Pass is going over the top.
Ward catches it in the flat, and that will be a gain of 3 yards.
Tommy Maddox zeroed in with the pass back there and leaves the 2 defenders empty-handed. What ball placement.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
That will end the third quarter, and it's still a scoreless game.
Let's stop with the big team. Kick him out, dude. Go race, baby.
Ward goes in motion. Maddox rifles this one hard over the middle, and they get the first on third and long.
Twist the plot like a dreadlock, straight freaking it. Forgive me,
Plaxico Burress has 3 guys on this play looking for the interception, but they don't get it. He says, I'll take that, thank you very much. It's a wonderful catch. The defense should be shaking their heads.
Third and long, and they get the big play to convert. What do you think of that, Peter?
I love it. That's what football is all about, making the big plays when you need to, and you can't coach that.
First down, and this is the 7th play of the guard. Ward catches it in the flat, and he's just barely past the markers for a first.
Hines Ward makes the catch, but that's not enough for him. He gets it and takes off for more.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
Burress goes in motion. Maddox throws a hit, and it's caught at the 4. Finally stopped at the 2. It'll be first and goal. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
You got it. Here we go. All right. Let's go.
First and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line.
Bailey catches it in the flat and loses yards on that one.
Kevin Hardy targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game.
Second and goal. Ball at the 3. Deuce Staley, the ball carrier. Frank Chamberlain with the tackle. Third and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line.
Staley gets the toss and runs into traffic. Tackled at the 1. Beckett was in on the tackle. That will bring up 4th and goal.
Jeff
4th
Reed
down,
makes
goal to
17-yard
go.
attempt. Chris Gardocki holding.
Reed from 17 yards, and they take the lead.
Jeff Reed has been an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Reed kicks it off.
Danny Watson took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Bengals offense takes the field, and their running game has yet to get on track. We'll see if it happens here as they start at their own 23-yard line. Johnson will get the handoff and heads wide wide right.
Number 32, the ball carrier.
Forced out at the 32.
30 with the
Webster had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Colber has a report. Susie.
Thank you, Dan. The trainers have just informed me that he's suffering from a neck strain. They're icing the injury in an effort to ease the pain, but it doesn't seem to be that effective. The official word on his return, doubtful. Back to you, guys.
Thanks, Susie. Johnson gets this one way out left and gets well past the markers for a first.
Rudy Johnson keeps it in the family on this play, and he had a lot of brothers to help him. Yeah, that design run was a success because he followed his blockers. Without him, he wouldn't have gone anywhere.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
Great execution.
First down and 4 wideouts in the game. First down, the clock is stopped at 2 minutes.
Bengals, 47-yard line.
Slides down, and the clock keeps ticking away.
Carson Palmer decided at the last moment to scramble back there, and it worked out.
Second down, the 2 receivers to the left.
Ball at the 46-yard line.
Johnson cruises out to the left side and gets the first down. The clock continues to run.
Shoot the gap!
First and 10. Ball at the 31.
Johnson picks up about 2, and the clock will continue to run.
53 with the tackle.
Second down from the shotgun.
Ball at the 39.
Tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Carson Palmer has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's thrown. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 57 yards and no interceptions.
Third down. The clock is stopped at 1:01. This one after the play action, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Ivan Taylor came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Somehow get the first off a big 4th and long.
First down, Bengals.
Oh, what was that? Come on.
Come on, team.
First and 10. Ball at the 31.
Palmer fires this one over the middle, and he connects at the 17. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. It will be first down.
Ball at the 14-yard line.
Johnson catches the bullet out left, and he's got the first. The clock continues to tick down. Palmer throws a heater, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Chad Scott came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Another batted ball, and they have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Second down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Graham from 18 yards, and this one is up and in.
Shane Graham knocked in an easy short one for 3 points. You can tell he didn't doubt for a second that he'd made that.
They stay in this game thanks to that field goal. It's all tied up now.
Ooh, this is getting good.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Graham booms a beauty here. Caldwell downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 2. firing, tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. So that'll do it for regulation time. We're going to need overtime to decide a winner in this one.
It's tails.
Number 17, kicking off for the Bengals.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Graham kicks it off to begin overtime. Paul decides to take it out of the end zone. Let down at the 19.
Ricardo Colton took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Steelers have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their own 19-yard line. Burris goes in motion. Clemens bats this one at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
With the Dwayne Clemens read the play beautifully, smacked that ball down as soon as it got to within reach.
That is their fourth batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
19-yard line.
Maddox fires this one over the middle, and the reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard.
With the
Hines Ward plays man-to-man to man to man. With three defenders, still makes the catch. What a player.
Another short catch, and that's where they've been utilizing him today.
Yeah, the short routes have been open, and he's been exploiting it.
Third down, tight end to the left. Ward grabs the rope right side, and he will be short of the markers. Fourth down coming up.
Frank Chamberlain shut down the ball carrier just before he got to the markers. A good gain, but not good enough.
That's his second tackle so far. Bardocki lines up to punt after the 3-and-out.
Makes the return.
Bardocki takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Warwick fields the deep punt at the 26. Stopped at the 33.
Peter Warwick got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Bengals offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their 33-yard line. Number 86 goes in motion. Johnson will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up second down.
With the tackle.
Second down, both tight ends left.
Ball at the Bengals, 33-yard line.
Johnson bulldozes right of center and picks up a couple.
Rudy Johnson had some blocking help on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
He's not made much headway up the middle, although it's not for lack of trying, and that's for sure.
They can't get effective blocking there. We got to go elsewhere. Wow, look at those tackles. That's how you play sideline to sideline.
Townsend makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion. That will bring up fourth down.
Shea Townsend managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great deal.
Richardson gets ready to punt this away. Richardson takes the snap and punts it away. Randall L. fields the punt at the 30. Stopped at the 41.
Antoine Randall L. did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Steelers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their 41-yard line. Burris catches the Beater left sideline and is well past the markers for a first down.
Everybody just nod your head and ride. Now just pass with me, pass with me. Everybody just rock with me, rock with me. Come on, just ride, just ride, just
the 44.
Darrell Gardner dismantled that play by bringing down the quarterback for a loss of yardage.
That'll be his first sack of the game.
No easy yards,
Second and
Randall.
14. Ball at the 44-yard line.
Truman didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Was the intended receiver. Frank Chamberlain with
Tommy
the cover.
Maddox has had a number of pass attempts. We've seen that his guys are out there running their routes and trying to make plays. He would like to do a little bit more, however. So far, he's got 130 yards and no touchdowns.
Third down, one man back.
Ball at the 44-yard line.
Ward goes in motion. Maddox gets all of his arm into this pass, and it's complete at the 23. Chased down at the 15. That will bring up first down.
Tommy Maddox makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow. Now that is one confident QB.
That's the third time today he's hit a receiver way downfield.
Well, his arm didn't come cheap for this team, so they might as well get their money's worth. As you can see, he's up over the century mark. Oh, he came to play today.
Reed kicks it from 32 yards, and they take the lead.
Jeff Reed gets the field goal, but watch how close the ball gets to the upright. Man, a few more inches and he'd have made the highlight reel. Not the way he would have wanted to, though.
They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
But that's the second time today they get close, only to have to bring in the kicker.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Steelers come out on top 6-3. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.